सभी ने नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन थे, क्वेश्चन शेयर नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि उसके एक नियम है, लेकिन मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि सभी सांसद चिंतित हैं।
कहना चाहेंगे जो भी मेरे से पूछा गया था वो मैंने सच कमेटी के सामने मैंने पेश कर दिया, उसके अतिरिक्त मैं और कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ।
BJP MP Nishikant Dubey and Advocate Jai Anant Dehadrai appeared before the Ethics Committee of Lok Sabha on October 26th in connection with Dubey's accusation made in a letter to Speaker Om Birla earlier this month that TMC MP Mahua Moitra accepted bribes to ask questions in Parliament targeting the Adani Group. Now, the allegations by Dubey, which he has since taken to Union IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav and the Lokpal, are based on information provided by Dehadrai, which were confirmed by real estate developer Darshan Hiranandani subsequently. Hiranandani, a resident of Dubai, has issued a sworn affidavit saying Moitra gave him her parliament login and password so he could post questions on her behalf. So, how serious is Nishikant Dubey's accusation? Essentially, the question is whether an MP is asking a question in return for some consideration and whether there is illegal gratification involved. If this is established, then it is a serious issue. If an MP has asked questions and has done other parliamentary work on behalf of somebody who has paid a consideration, then it should actually come to the Privileges Committee because it is a serious breach of privilege and contempt of the House. This is true for all countries that have a parliamentary system. In such a situation, Parliament can exercise its right to expel the member from the House. Now, the next question is, has there been an allegation earlier about an MP handing over access to the Parliament website to someone else? Well, the answer is no. This system has come into existence recently. As per the rules of Lok Sabha, a member has to submit a question in a particular form signed by him or her with their identity number. The question can be delivered by someone on the member's behalf, but it has to be signed by the member. The signature is verified and the question is then processed. So, is there a rule that specifically bars members from giving their parliament login and password to a third person? Well, there is no such rule yet because the practice of online submission of questions is recent. The rule should have been amended when online submissions were allowed. Had there been a rule, some safeguards against violations would have been specified as well. So now what will happen now that the committee has started its proceedings? So the committee will call the persons who are involved, the stakeholders, the person who made the complaint, the people who made statements, filed affidavits, and take their evidence. After that, the committee will call the member against whom the complaint has been made. In this case, it's Mahua Moitra. She has the right to cross-examine the complainant. She can also seek the permission of the speaker to appear through an advocate who can cross-examine the other side. So how long could the committee take to reach a decision? And should they find merit in the complaint, what is the maximum punishment it could recommend? Well, the time a committee takes depends on the complexity of the case. In the normal course, 2 months' time can be given and the committee can seek an extension if needed. This committee has in the past recommended the suspension of the member for a certain period. The member who had taken his girlfriend on a tour was suspended for 30 sittings. Now, could the committee refer the matter to an investigative agency like the CBI or police? Well, no, this committee does not have that kind of mandate. Now, the committee does not have executive powers. It cannot punish the member. Its recommendation will go before the House, which will take a decision. The House can accept the recommendation and agree with the suggested punishment, or perhaps agree with the findings but not with the punishment.